Didn't you just say that it was 13 cassette tapes?
Yeah.
What decade is this?
That was a week ago. He's been in the hospital ever since.
The clip we just watched was from the Netflix drama series 13 Reasons Why, and is about a high school student who commits suicide and leaves behind 13 cassette tapes, which kind of detail her reasons why she does what she does and talks about kind of the abuse that she suffered. This particular clip is from the fourth and final season, wherein the character of Justin, who we've known over the course of 4 seasons, learns that he is HIV positive, that HIV has advanced to AIDS, and he dies.
I'm afraid I have some difficult news to share. Justin has tested positive for HIV-1. And based on his symptoms, we believe it has progressed to AIDS.
How is that possible?
With his IV drug use and extended periods of homelessness, this would have made him more susceptible to rapid progression. And according to his records, he was never tested.
In terms of how the virus itself is depicted on the show, it's regressive, it's flawed. For one thing, I mean, even aside from when you're looking at it from like a stigmatizing, like IV user, street involved, like sex worker, who now is HIV positive and has AIDS and now is dying, even aside from like removing it from that piece, the advancement of the virus and how that's depicted leading up to kind of your traditional death scene. You see this stuff in the 80s. In 2020, when so much research and so much information is available on HIV, on AIDS, this particular representation is not great.
The ventilator breathes for him and helps protect against organ failure.
How long does he have to be on it?
He may never be able to breathe without it again.
So, like, when he gets out of the hospital?
I know people who've died quickly, but it wasn't that quick. There was something very sterile about what we just watched. I don't know, it didn't seem organic to me.
This is a show that obviously gets off on like shocking its audience. So it's like dealing with teen suicide, dealing with abuse, talking about these issues. It just feels like they grafted in like an HIV/AIDS story into their finale so that they have like a dramatic death. It's controversy for the sake of controversy, if anything else.
But didn't you just say that when you were describing the show that it was 13 cassette tapes?
Yeah.
What decade is this? Because nobody has cassette tapes anymore. I have cassette tapes, but I'm old.
Are you afraid?
Yeah. I am. Will you hold my hand, bro?
Yeah.
That was really kind of brutal. It jumped very like quickly. Was this a boyfriend or was that just a friend? I heard the word bruh or bro in there, so I was like, okay, is that supposed to be straight guys bonding over AIDS?
They had to make sure the handshake or the hand holding wasn't gay. That was why they said like, hold my hand, bro.
Yeah.
It keeps it straight.
That goes down smooth, doesn't it? I have no empathy, probably because I don't know the character.
It is definitely a show that is geared towards a specific demographic, a teen demographic, who are getting their content primarily from this platform. And when they're getting this information and they're seeing this information, it's presented in such a regressive way where there's like a moralistic bend to it. It's inaccurate. It's like fear-mongering in kind of a weird way. It sucks because I think what it ultimately does undoes the good work that, like, when you look at, like, you know what I mean, any of the other shows that are on that are like doing their research and trying to depict this accurately, but also informing the youth so that they have the resources that if, they see this narrative and it inspires them to get tested or to like seek out an organization to learn more, instead they get confused. It's unfortunate. It's an unfortunate form of representation because it feels like a step back rather than a step forward.